Good morning, Year 9. Seems like we're back in the old days, but it is time for another Mr. Hunter's YouTube lesson. So we're looking at the 6 articles of faith in Sunni Islam. Just before you do that, that is your title, Articles of Faith in Sunni Islam. And before that, just make sure you are familiar with the terms with the fact that when we talk about the religion, we're talking about Islam, we're talking about a follower of the religion, we're talking about Muslim or a Muslim or Muslims, and when we're talking about the belief system, we're talking about the Islamic belief system. So if you struggle with that, just write it down with your book and test yourself later on. Anyway, let's get cracking. First things first, there's some textbook pages attached. You just need to look at, first of all, page 8, take down 3 of the key terms from the red key terms box. And then on page 9, complete activities 1 to 4, nice and straightforward. It's all on Tawheed, all building on the stuff that we did last week. Then there's a video which will give you an overview of the religion of Islam and what what essential tenets are of Islamic belief. Building on, as I've already said, what we've looked at with Tawheed. And now we get on to the main event of today's lesson, the 6 articles of faith. Now these are 6 key aspects of a Sunni Muslim's faith. Remember, there are 2 groups within Islam, Sunni and Shia. The Sunni Muslims, these are as follows: Tawheed, the prophets of God, especially the last one, Muhammad, peace be upon him, the supremacy of God's will, the books of God, particularly the Quran, the Day of Judgment, and angels of God. Now what I want you to do is I want you to draw that mind map, draw that as a mind map over a double page spread, and then you'll see attached some slides with a whole load of information about each one. For each of the articles of faith, I want you to add notes on the following: a definition of the key word, key beliefs about this article, and how it may affect a Muslim's life. Okay, very, very straightforward. You just use the information there to help you. The information will look something like this. So this one for Tawheed and the oneness of Allah, this one for angels, this one for the Quran, this one for prophets and messengers, this one for the Day of Judgment, and this one for the supremacy of Allah. The 6 articles are really, really important because they underpin religious life of Muslims and influence all aspects of their lives. If Muslims believe in the absolute power of Allah, then they will live their lives according to His will. The angels are always writing down deeds, so Muslims have to think about how they approach life and the people around them. They'll have to justify their actions. Life here is a test for the afterlife. Your place in paradise has to be earned. And Muslims have the teachings of the prophets and of course Allah Himself to help guide them. And I want you to lead that into an answer of at least one of the following questions. Okay, either the 4 marker, 2 develop points, explain briefly what is meant by the oneness of Allah, or the 5 marker, which is to explain ways in which belief in these 6 articles of faith influence Muslims in their life today, or the 12 marker, which is belief in the oneness of Allah is all a Muslim needs to have. Okay, so pick one of those questions and you can get cracking. And finally, your homework will be to research 5 roots of Rasul al-Din in Shia Islam, and try to analyse whether there are any similarities between the articles of faith. So that's enough for today's lesson. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Anyway, have a good one, guys, and I'll see you on Monday.